The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the visiting team and our home team. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll tell you, in this journey right now, you're not going to find a team anywhere in this bracket who isn't 100% convinced they're going to be the ones standing in the end. But the time for words is over. Now, your season's on the line. Every time you take the field, it is win or go home.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
This is Knight. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hauled in left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Ready?
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Go. Ready.
On the ground, this is Knight. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives him the first. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38. They go play action on 1st down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Practice.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Portland 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Knight. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. It's Knight on the carry. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Ready.
From the red zone now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. And the Condors get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
They'll take over first and 10.
Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Kid, I think we've gotten a pretty good sense of the type of NFL quarterback he's going to be as he's worked through his second season and he's put his team on this postseason stage. Now we'll get to see the type of leader he can be when every single play, every single moment is bigger than it was in the regular season.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
A give right side to Patterson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Buenos first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
10 more yards.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
It's 2nd and inches.
On the handoff, Patterson. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
The line of scrimmage.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Come on.
Once again, Patterson. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got it at the 24. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now.
The 44-yard line.
19 Tigers.
Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And they're going to have a first down now.
First down, Portland.
Ready.
Running is nice. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Go.
Back to the well again. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Chad Muma there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Now hold on a moment, folks. We've got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. from the red zone as he reaches the 16.
A gain of 15 yards.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Let's go. Ready, right?
Throwing now off the play action. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Sentinels get the game's first points here in the 2nd. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Condors, nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Patterson now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into the hands of Jordan Watkins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll run here with Patterson. Get some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that means 1st down.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
So 1st down from the 41.
Here we go. Jack. Ready.
They'll go play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arinda. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
60 Bison. Let's go.
Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 7 yards on that pickup, and that gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, right?
This time it's a passing play. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up fourth down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Sentinels back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and just 2 to go.
3rd down and 2.
Tony in motion right. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Don't go anywhere. More from Buenos Aires coming up. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Come on, come on. Past the 60, past the 60.
Third and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Offense in a hurry up here.
19 Tiger, 70 Timberwolves.
And the Portland first down.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here he goes, third and long. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Ready?
From the red zone on first. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Sentinels grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Sentinels drive their lead to 11.
14. Condors 3.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That's complete. Here's Cowie. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. Go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And that's going to bring up first down.
For a Buenos Aires first down.
60 Vikings, 60
First
Vikings.
and 10 at the 31.
They're going to try and throw it here. Offense isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Loss of 5. Brings up
Past the
second
60.
and 15 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing third and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Gravity lying.
From the gun on third down. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Returnable from the 2. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And up by 8, not expecting them to get too aggressive with so little time remaining. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. I'll throw it here on first. Completed over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage.
That's grabbed inside the 30. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He's going to throw it again. He's trying to go deep again. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Sentinels will add to their lead at the end of the half. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, and when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels lead by 15 now.
21. Condors 6.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here's Jacob Cowie. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And the Buenos Aires 1st down.
On the go.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. Throwing this for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. They go play action on 1st down. That one's cut along the left sideline. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap.
Okay, break.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. That's complete, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Looking right, and he finds it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Offense is set. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here he goes on the boot. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
There defensively.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Throwing on third down. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cougar 19. Go.
Garindo is across the line for the Buenos Aires touchdown. The Condors cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Brown adds the PAT. And the Condors get it back to within one score. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Pass play now. DJ Chuck there for the catch. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now looking to throw. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. It chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Shotgun now on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up fourth and long. On comes the Sentinels punter. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Now they this offense ready to head back out. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Beginning on the ground. Here's Garindo. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Patterson trying this straight ahead. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Right back to Patterson now. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Now air it out on third. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This is Patterson on the give. He finds space, middle of the field. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Condors shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
The offense will line up for a
Cowboy 80.
conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go.
This is Knight. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Third and long for him here. And once again, they can't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis and practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
He's got it. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Condors and this running back headed back out for a new series. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. They've got first down here from the 36. Off the play fake, he'll throw. All right, no one open, so we'll just toss this to a different province.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
19,
He's going to throw again on second down. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he goes, third and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Garindo again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, shot. Viking, 18.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
When they'll spring in a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Condors take a 4th quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Brown now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors break that tie and now lead by 7.
Sentinels 21.
Now Brown on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Back out runs their offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, working from the gun to start. It's 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion left. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Here we go.
And that sure altered the throw.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Portland 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
In the red zone on 1st. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Sentinels now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
28 all.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Cowie now on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. This offense making its way back out now. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, to possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on. Set the able.
Back to throw. Got a man. Patterson has it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
3rd down from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Here comes their offense out again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Now Knight. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Throwing it on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the 1st down.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And it's Knight on the carry. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives him the 1st. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Knight. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Get it.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Buenos Aires. Sentinels in range for a game-winning score. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inches. They get set for 3rd and 6.
Go! Just the Eagles! Just the Eagles!
They send a tight end in motion. Running is Knight. On the ground, game works for the touchdown. The Sentinels have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Sentinels break that tie and now lead by 7.
Condors 28.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The offense getting set to go. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
Buenos first down.
Back to throw. In trouble now, and the ball is out. Recovered by the defense. Hits the 20. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels double their lead to 14.
42. Condors 28.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Cowie now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes them. He loses the football. And it looks like the defense has it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Line up the design keeper. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. That does it.